I know. All right. This is the one that I had circled, folks. Ian Parker in on a leg against Seth Gross. Seth Gross turns down, and Ian Parker chases, and golly, just gave him an exposure with a single leg in his hand. That doesn't happen often. No. Seth Gross is squirrely. And that might be another two. If he can get elbow deep on that bottom leg, which I'm sure he's trying to do, he knows he can turn somebody with it. And wrestling this kid is like wrestling a tornado. You don't know which angle to turn. Everywhere you go, you think you're okay, but chances are you ain't. Parker, clubs, Gross, snaps out of the position. Single leg for Gross, heads on the outside, lifts the leg, and Gross. Now Parker has a far ankle. Let's see if he can hang on to it. Probably not. No score yet. And nothing yet. He's still in that quad pod. That's a takedown. So Gross goes ahead 4-0 now. High gut attempt by Gross. Short offense. Oh, no, goes into a single leg, does Parker, and gets spilled over. That chest, that belly whizzer is gnarly. He used to use that in folk style and score with it. And God only knows how much easier it is to score with that technique in freestyle. So 6-0 now, Seth Gross. And back to the neutral position. 1:36 on the match clock. There is now Ian Parker back in on a single leg. So wisely stays on his feet this time. And now he tries to get height on it. Going back down to the mat is usually not the best call against a guy like Seth Gross. He is so squirrely from those positions. And now he winds up almost scoring, not quite, and that's a deuce on the edge there for Ian Parker. And back up, 6-2.
Your champion at 106 pounds from Team Idaho, Mac Mauger.
Single leg, and now I think Parker may have had a little bit of a beat now and can't quite get to that belly whizzer. Gross is working hard on it, can't quite. And Gross goes chest wrap into a gut wrench. And that's another two, so that's 10-2. No, not a defendable position. Now he can go back to that gut, and looks like it loosened up, so they'll probably go back to the center, 10-2. 14 seconds left. Let's see if Gross works hard for the tech here in the first period or goes into the break with an 8-point lead. Seems like the latter. All right, that'll do it for the first. This is the first second period we're seeing here in the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll direct your attention to the middle of mat one, presenting our award to your champion, Mac Mauger, Captain Aaron Webster. He's representing the United States Marine Corps out of Quantico,
All right.
Virginia. On behalf of
Back to the center we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Mac Mauger.
And here we go. Second period underway. Seth Gross, Ian Parker, 10-2 the score so far. So far. And Gross has got it done offensively, defensively, top wrestling, scoring from every position. There's that chest wrap, and He's on his butt. It's not 2 yet. The Iowa State crew is nothing yet, and that'll do it. They'll no score. You got to pop your head out there and freestyle. Nice little double leg, and now Parker has a hold of both knees. So 10-4 is the score. Ian Parker's making a match of this thing. 2 minutes left. That's plenty of time. Double leg from space. Changed it to a single close to the edge, and now Gross turns his knee out on the shin whizzer, but I don't know if that'll save him from getting stepped out. At least it does not. So now it's 10-5, and we got a match on our hands, folks. Nice little angle there, double leg again from space for Parker. If he can get his foot, or excuse me, Gross's foot off the ground, he'd be better off, but Gross switches to what I call an aspirin lock. I'm sure you probably have a different name for it, especially if your name's Ben Aspirin. Can't imagine he'd name something after himself. And that's the same position that he scored from earlier, but it seems as though Ian Parker has fixed the position, or is at least weary of that. Good hard club there for Ian Parker. Time winding down now. Single leg by Parker. Shelves it, brings it up. And Gross doing a good job of keeping things down on the mat where he can be just kind of squirrely like he is. No score on it, didn't break 90. And that should be a takedown, and is. So 12-5 now for Gross. And they're going to go back to the center. Let me see. I don't know if you did see, but David Carr over in the corner imploring Ian Parker to go inside trip. Single leg, and there's that same belly whizzer position that he's been so dominant with over the last few years. 8 seconds left. Barring anything crazy, looks like Seth Gross is going to be the champion here at 65 kilos. And he is.
Your champion at 65 kilograms.